Page 36, At the Skating Rink. Let's look this over. It's got some neat stuff. Got accidentals all over. We'll talk about them. It's 2 pages long, sort of. Treble and bass clef. No sharps or flats in the key signature. We're back in the key of C major. Oh, goody. Make sure you do the C major scale. 1 octave. You've heard this lecture before. I got videos on it. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, you fill in the blah, blah, blahs. Okay. That's 3/4 time signature. So let's take it one hand at a time. Make sure we know what each hand is doing. Then we'll try and put them together. The right hand, you're starting here on 3rd finger on E. Here. And you just quarter notes. We have a D sharp, so the 2nd finger's on D. I'll use it on D sharp. 1, 2, and during the rest you come up here. Just up, just 1 key up, that's all. And it's 2 and 5. Now for the C, just reach down, and then here. See, we changed hand positions again. So here. And then the 2nd line, bring the thumb down again. Don't change hand positions, just bring the thumb down. So, and that's tied to hold it down for 4 counts, and then during the rest, you come up here to 3rd finger. During the rest, you come up again, 2 and 5. And it's, bring the thumb down, 4, 2nd, or you can use 5 there if it would help you. So this is the 3rd line down, 2nd measure, or 1st to 2nd measure here. On the thumb here, for the quarter note, you can use 4, because you've been up here. I brought down. You can use 4 or 5, either one. 4 is fine. You just got to reach down for the 2 then. If you reach 5, you're in position for 2, is why I say that. You decide what fingering you want. If it's different than the book, well, the book doesn't say anything, does it? Put in some finger number on the half note in the 2nd measure. On the G, 4 or 5, whichever you want, and then stick with it. Let's go over to page 37. It would be just at the beginning of the line. You're up here on 2 and 5, here, and then the thumb comes down, and then reach up to the octave and collapse. Now when you have an F chord. And that's tied, so hold it down for 4 measures. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2. A flat, go ahead and use 2nd finger. You could use 3rd finger there if you wanted to, but 2nd's fine. And then they want 1, leave the 1 on the thumb. Because on the next measure, instead of 2, 4, do a 2, 3. You see, the problem I'm having with 2, 4 is I want to connect the melody. That's the top note in the right hand. I wanted those last few measures, those dotted half notes. I want to connect those with the fingers. If I use 4, I'm out of position. I got to go there. Yuck. So I wanted 3 on that. So if I do on the 3rd measure with a quarter note, just stay there. Just stay there. There. And now I can do here as a 1, 4, and then a 1, 5. I connect the top note, and that's what I'm after. Left hand, well, it starts out here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, rest. Now they want that 2 there underneath the staff. I have no idea what that's for. You don't need it, scribble it out. You don't have to finger a rest. You're not playing anything. So 2nd finger on a quarter rest is silly if there's nothing there. You're not touching the piano. No. So just scribble out that 2. There, you stay. And going on after the half note, then you reach down. You have a rest. You can come down, or you can reach down for the octave if you want to feel it, and then come down. Broken C chord. And then the G C. Reach down an octave. And during the rest, you come way back up here. 2. You can read this too. Let's go over to page 37. 2nd measure. You're here. If you don't want to be up in here in the hand, then you got to use 2nd finger. That means 4, 2. Otherwise, the fingering in the book is good. Rest. The rest, come on. Second line, it's F sharp. You can use 5 or 4, either one on the F sharp, doesn't matter. And then during the rest you come up. You know though that's an E now. You know the names of these notes. Rest, come to rest. Now, the last 4 measures. I'm doing a here, and for the next measure, I could come up and do here, but I would prefer not to move around anymore, and I have to, so I'm staying here. I'm going to use third finger on the G, thumb, and then come down. So again, it's here, rest, rest. And those last 2 measures, those notes are tied. So what you put it down, hold it down, hold it down. Here. It's called finger pedaling the note. You're doing what the pedal would do, because the pedal would keep the note going. Well, here you're just holding the note down to keep it going. That's finger pedaling. Put the hands together. It's here. You just want to know which notes are together. So as you're doing this, you got to get the left hand down ready. Rest. Both hands are moving. Well, the right hand, you just reach up here. The left hand's got to come all the way up to here. Rest, rest. You got 2 beats of rest to do it in. Rest. Rest, rest. Okay, you put the hands together. And then go back through it very carefully and slowly and get rid of the hesitation so it's a steady beat. Doesn't matter how fast you go, but it's got to be a steady beat. No hesitations allowed. And once you have that worked out, then we can think about the articulation. They got slurs over some of this. You got a few staccatos in the left hand. They don't give you much. In the left hand, I suggest you go ahead and connect it. Unless it's a staccato or a rest in the left hand, I suggest you just connect it. So at the beginning, I'm connecting both hands. Staccato, and flex at the wrist on it. Lift up, lift up. So here, see I'm lifting up between each one, but the left hand I'm going to connect this all together. So it's I'm lifting up here, but not here. Rest, rest. Now I got 2 note slurs in each hand. Last line. And I don't play the second note of a 2 note slur staccato. You just lift up. There's a little silence between them. Right there's a little silence. Rest, rest. That's basically the articulation. At the end, on page 37, second line, just briefly at the beginning of the line, you're here. So you're still following the slurs. They want you to that's what they want. I wouldn't do that, but that's what they've chosen. So, okay. So the right hand and second, third measure there on the second line. On page 37. Oh. Lift up here. And the left hand, I connect the right hand all the way to the end. I want to connect that. You can't connect this, but connect that. And then the last 2 measures, look out. It's here, beat 1, beat 2, beat 3, and then beat 1 of the next measure. Everything is tied except the E in the right hand. You play it again. So everything else is tied, so it's here. There. You have to watch out on these tied notes on the chords because they're not always all tied. So you work out the articulation, and then when you're sort of comfortable with that, then we'll add the dynamics, and that applies to the melody, which is the right hand. Mezzo piano is sort of soft. You're going to go up to about a mezzo forte, sort of loud. Not much. Right there. That downbeat of the third measure, in my opinion, is where it should be. See, I'd stick that hairpin out a little longer. And the left hand needs to be in the background. And then at the end of the line, you come down. Come down. Mezzo piano again. Second line, third measure, and you're going to do it again. Moderately loud in the right hand, the left hand soft. Now at the bottom, the last four measures there, at the bottom of the page, page 36. Oh, okay. Moderately loud, you're going up to loud. Stay loud. Now they give you a forte. Well, I'm already loud, though. I don't know why they give me a forte there, other than they want to make sure it's loud. Make sure you're loud there. Well, we're already loud, so. They come down here. And I would connect this there on the last two measures on the first line on page 37. Lift up, but connect this. Connect that. And then you can do that. Come down, see in the last four measures a diminuendo, it's the same as a hairpin. Now you're down about a moderately loud here, moderately soft, soft. And the last note is very soft, so you're just dying away there. No, don't slow down, just get softer. You need to get into it where you're comfortable enough with it that you're feeling this articulation, you're feeling the dynamics. It's called interpreting the music, and they're telling you how to interpret it to a point. But if you start feeling it, you can do more. But you have to feel it. And speed, well, in the middle somewhere. That's the overall feel of it. It's not... One, two, you think, okay, that's moderato. It feels slow if I go that. It's got to go a little faster than that because that's just too slow. It's the feel of it. Imagine people skating at an ice skating rink, not super fast, just enjoying themselves. It's one way of playing it. There's all kinds of ways of playing it. You don't need to copy me. You need to get into the music and start feeling it yourself and expressing it yourself. Make it yours. Let's play this together very slowly and double check the notes and the rhythms so that make sure you got the right notes and rhythms. I'm not going to do any dynamics. I'll do the staccatos and phrasing like I suggested. I'll give us 3 counts. 1, ready, go. Rest. Rest, rest. Rest. Rest, rest.